Alright guys, so we are about to get the biggest updates in Dragon Ball Legends history that's going to expand Dragon Ball Legends to levels we've never seen before. The requirements for you to play Dragon Ball Legends for your phones is going to double. So this is pretty much just going to be Dragon Ball Legends 2 2.0, which is absolutely crazy. So you guys will unfortunately need to upgrade your phones if you have older versions, which we're going to get to that in just one bit. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I got very excited reading this newsletter as a day one player, okay? Because it's about time they shake some stuff up. So we're going to be talking about exactly what I think they're going to do, what I want them to do, and I want you guys to comment down below, what do you want introduced new into Dragon Ball Legends? And with that being said, guys, let's not waste any time. Dragon Ball Legends always brings out a brand new newsletter every single end of the year talking about their future plans for Dragon Ball Legends. So let's get into it. I'm going to read this out and tell you guys what I think they're going to be doing with Dragon Ball Legends, okay? So it says here, 7th year anniversary. This year, we'll be celebrating our 7th year anniversary. We regard the 7th year anniversary as an important year for Dragon Ball Legends. Now, if you guys are newer to the game, the anniversary always starts at the end of May, goes through June, July, and sometimes the beginning of August, okay, as an after party. So it's a very long celebration. And it goes on to say, in order to make it a memorable one, we are working on a super large scale update plan that will blow previous updates out of the water. Now, one of the biggest updates, they're not sugarcoating this. They are saying this is going to be the biggest updates in Dragon Ball Legends history, and the requirements definitely show so, okay? And it goes on to say, unfortunately, we cannot share the details with you yet, but we plan to gradually provide information starting around April, which is in 3 to 4 months from today. Please look forward to future announcements. So, okay, now this is where it kind of gets interesting, guys. Suspension of services for certain iOS devices. We will be suspending services for certain devices, okay? It goes on to say, Dragon Ball Legends memory requirements has become a bottleneck as we aim for higher character production values and plan for future updates. For these reasons and more, we plan to end the support for some devices, which is unfortunate, but it's justified, which I'll explain in just one bit. Based on the above, we will change the minimum requirements planned for May 2025 update as follows. Memory requirements for iOS is not going to be 4 GB of RAM or more, which, you know, before it was 1.6. So this is double the requirements, guys. And this is where it gets interesting, okay? I'm going to even highlight it for you guys. Although this means raising the requirements, or although this means raising the required devices specifications, the Legends team is looking into new characters, battle expansions, graphical updates, and much more that will justify the decision. We apologize for any inconvenience that this will cause. Okay, so let's read this again, guys. New characters. So they have to increase the RAM to 4 GB of RAM, okay? For new characters, battle expansion, and graphical updates, and much more. Let's talk about battle expansion. When I see battle expansion, this could mean, stay with me, guys. Stay with me, okay? This is what I think it means. What it could mean. Stage transitions, right? You use a super on somebody, they fly through the stage, or the stage gets destructed. Kind of like Sparking Zero, right? Stage destruction or stage transitions. Also, landscape mode. Also, giant battles. Also, potential free roaming new game mode. Okay? Which, by the way, this month, they are introducing a brand new game mode, which is Guild versus Guild, which was announced back in, 2020, 2019, which is absolutely ridiculous. But, guys, this is just, ground fighting, right? So stage destruction, stage transition, ground fighting, free roaming, landscape, giant battles, perhaps maybe 2 versus 2 with friends or 3 versus 3 with friends. So 3 of my friends versus 3 of somebody else's friends from the guild, right? Like an actual battle where you tag switch out, kind of like WWE, right? That would actually be pretty cool. A little bit laggy, but maybe that's why they're requiring double of the RAM, guys, which is insane, right? Of the GB. So, yeah. And then it also says new characters. So new characters, what does this mean? New mechanics, right? Giants introduced into the game potentially, right? Maybe a new game mode with giants where people free roam around and fight the giants of some sort. That's a potential, right? They're not stopped, the guys. By the way, they said this 7th anniversary update is going to be this big. It's going to blow every update out of the water, and they mentioned this on the 6th year anniversary. They literally said that they were talking about the 7th year anniversary during the 6th year anniversary in a newsletter. I'll have to find that, but I remember them doing that. Graphical updates, right? And much more that will be justified. Perhaps new mechanics, right? We just saw a brand new mechanic with, maybe this is just off the top of my head out of nowhere, but what if there's a new mechanic of a Spirit Bomb Goku, right? Where you hit a green card, and then if you hit 4 green cards, each green card you hit, you charge up a Spirit Bomb in the middle of the stage, and you see it growing. And as soon as you hit 4 or 5 green cards, you activate your active gauge, kind of like Beast Gohan, Ultra Beast Gohan, and then you launch it, right? Because it would require something to be added on top of the stage, which, you know, is basically just a background, right? So maybe it's not going to be just a background anymore. Maybe we're going to see stage destructions, stage transitions, right? Because it literally says battle expansions. Battle expansion. That's all it could mean, right? There's no free roaming, new game modes where you free roam around. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys something really quick. I saw this, I think, by Gaming Next Door. So let me just click on this and let me just show you. So this is just an example, of course, off a bootleg game, but this right here would be like an example of free roaming, right? Like you just fly around with shallots of some sort. This is technically a battle expansion of some sort, right? Maybe a new style, right? The last big update we really got that was really big for Dragon Ball Legends was what? The Shallot update, where they introduced all the sparking rarities for Shallot and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is just an example. I'm going to click out of this for one quick second. But yeah, I mean, there is so much they can do, and I'm so excited because they literally said this update will require double of the GB, right? From 1.6, 1.5 to what? 4. You might as well just call this, it's double the game, right? So you might as well just call this Dragon Ball Legends 2.0, right? And guys, Guild versus Guild coming out this month. We apologize for keeping you waiting this long. We apologize for keeping you waiting this long. Okay. Yes, you better apologize for that, because it's been, what, 6 years? 5 years? But there's a lot to talk about this mode. If this is going to dish out a good amount of crystals, I'm going to have to find myself a new guild, because my guild is, you know, I mean, well, to be fair with my guild, there's nothing guild worthy right now in the game, so it's kind of pointless to have a guild. But like, I'm in the same guild as Goresh, and me and him are usually like the top 1, 2 people in our guild, top 3, you know. There's just like maybe a handful of dedicated people in our guild. And then there's like a whole bunch of empty slots, so which is justifiable because there's nothing really, you know, worthy of the guild right now. But if it ends up being something actually worthy enough to play, which it should, since it took 5 years, then I'll probably be making a new guild or something like that. But guys, comment down below, what do you want to see with Dragon Ball Legends 2.0? What do you guys want to see? Comment down below. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys once again for a YouTube short very shortly, pun unintended. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a blessed day. Have a good one. Peace.